What we're going to do today is we're going to create the backing track for Get Lucky. First thing I'm going to do is go and File, New, Software Instrument. I'm going to create 3 tracks. I'm going to create a drum kit. I'm going to create bass, software instrument. And next I'm going to create a software instrument keyboard track. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the instrument to a drum kit. I'm going to select SoCal. I'm going to create a bass instrument, software one, bass, hit bass. I'm also going to create a keyboard on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press I to hide these inspector and library items. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the loop function on. I go back up to SoCal. I'm going to press on my MIDI keyboard. If you don't have a MIDI keyboard, you can press Command K to get the virtual keyboard. Some of you might have this up here, so when you press an A, it won't give you a kick drum, so you'll sort of have to move it down so you get the kick and snare. Next, we're going to record the kick and snare, and I'll put the metronome on recording. The metronome function is over here. I'm going to press record on here. And kick and snare is A and S over here. So I'm going to start doing this. 3, 4, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to double click this. Press Command K to hide this keyboard. If you don't have this view on here, what you need to do is double click this and it'll show this piano roll. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all of this. I'm going to quantize this to coordinates. If I zoom into this section here, you can see that this isn't lined up. When we do quantize, it'll lock this to the grid. So the kick and snare are in time now. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this track. To duplicate this track, I'm going to press Command D. And what we're going to do here is we're going to record the hi-hats. So I'm going to load up my virtual keyboard again, Command K. And the hi-hats is this over here. So I'm going to do this in 16ths. 1E and 2E and so I'm going to record this. 1E and 2E and so I'll record that, and some of this is out of time at the end over here, so we're going to quantize this to resolution of 16ths. Highlight all this and select 16ths. The last one's slightly out, which this one should actually be here, so I'm just going to move that across. So now it's perfectly in time. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to highlight the start of every beat in each bar. I'm going to press T and I'm going to select the velocity tool. When I click and drag it up, it's going to make these louder so you can hear the accents on the 16ths on the hi-hats. Make it a little bit louder so you can hear it more. Once I'm done that, I'm going to go to the bass track and record the bass line. Notes on this song are 4 notes. B to D to F sharp to E. What I'm going to do is play a rhythmic figure and then we'll alter the notes later. So I'm going to record just the straight 4 notes pretty easily into this rhythm. I'm going to do this on a MIDI keyboard. And next, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to quantize that and highlight this double note, select all of this, and I'll put this onto 16th. And have a quick listen. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press T. I'm going to go back to the pointer tool. I want to move this note so it sounds like it's going to play something interesting. So I'm going to move this note, which is a B, and I'll make this a C sharp. So you can hear this walking bass line. And I'll make this one to E. I'll make this one to an F. Next part we're going to do is we're going to record the keyboards. The chords for the song, it goes from B minor to D to F sharp minor to E. So I'm going to play these in, and I'm just going to hold these for each bar. So I'm going to record the keyboard part now. So there are the keyboard parts. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click this. I'm going to put this in time. Highlight this. I'm going to change this to coordinates. Next what we're going to do is we're going to create a guitar track. So I'm going to click plus, guitar or bass, click create, and we'll pick Brit and Clean for this one. I'm going to delete this electric piano track over here and record the guitar parts. Have a quick listen. Quick practice. And I'll record the guitar parts now. 2, 3, 4. So what next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to correct these guitar parts by using Logic 10's new Flex View. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this window, press X and double click on this, and I'll zoom in on this audio file. Once I've done that, I want to enable Flex View. To enable Flex View on this region, I'm going to click on here, turn on Flex. What this does is it allows me to fix up slight timing and playing problems in recorded audio. So I'm going to change this to rhythmic, and I'll zoom in. So if you can see on here, say on beat 2, above this line, you can see there's a suggested point. That means that I played a bit late, so this should be actually be on here. To move these and correct these, they have selected anchor points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do bar by bar first. I'm going to click this, drag it across, highlight this line, drag it across. I'll do it bar by bar first, then I go by eighth notes and correct the rest. So I want to have a quick listen. So we're going to have a here that some of it's slightly out of time, so I'm going to move this to there, slightly ahead, slightly back, play it again. Across, across. Slightly late, slightly rush and late. So I purposely played this out of time so we could do this. To correct all of these. So when it changes color, that means the timing has changed between those 2 points. Anything that's white is original audio. Change that, change this, move this across, move this across over here. I'm going to have a quick listen. So I'll have a quick listen to this. sounds okay, but the drums sound a bit boring now. So what I want to do is I want to load up Drummer, which is another plugin that's built into Logic. To do this, we're going to click plus and select Drummer. Click Create. So Drummer is your virtual session drummer, and we select different styles. We can select electronic, rock, alternative, songwriter, R&B, hip hop. Now I'm going to select electronic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to just trim this back so it's only 4 bars. So what this does, it'll complement to what's been recorded. And to enable this, you need to click on follow. This will follow a guitar track, the keyboard track, or bass to complement what you're playing. So for now, we'll try the guitar part, see what it sounds like, and we'll mute the 2 original tracks that we just sequenced in, which are these 2 top tracks over here. So I'll change this to the bass, it'll play something completely different. On this window, it has a little matrix, so you can ask the drummer what style you want to play. Do you want to play it simple and loud, simple beat, or more complex beat? What we're going to do next is we're going to copy this a couple of times and we're going to do some variations on the drums. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press X to get out of this view. I'm going to select all of this minus our sequence drum kit. Move this across. So to do this, you hold down the mouse click and hold down Option. So what we're going to do, we're going to make the intro of this a little bit basic for the start. So I'm going to just double click this, make it completely different for the first 4 bars. And then it gets to the next bar 5. Say we didn't want this little roll here. What we can do is we can actually convert these to MIDI regions. To do this, what we're going to do is we're going to highlight these 2 and hold down Control, convert to MIDI regions. What this does, it shows this as MIDI data on the bottom, down below here. Once this is converted to MIDI regions, we can sort of manipulate how we want this to sound. So I like half a bar of this audio region, so I'm going to press T, go to this tool and trim this, go back to pencil tool and highlight this, and I'll delete the rest because I don't like this either. To copy these, you can hold down Command R and I'll repeat this right to the end. So we'll have a quick listen from here. So once you've done that, that's the end of this tutorial on how to make a quick backing track to Get Lucky.